Clap sync. Thank you. Even though the audio is already going to be synced up, so there's no point in doing
Yeah.
that. But, hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Chit Chats. I'm your host, Antonio. Here's your co-host, Brennen.
And my co-host, Chica.
As you know, and Brennan's co-host, Chica from Five Nights at Freddy's. Today, we have a very innovative topic, never seen before, never done before by anybody. Today, we're going to be doing a tier list. As you know, it's a very popular thing to do. It's definitely not popular at all.
As you already know, because you probably read the title.
So you read the title and you saw the thumbnail. But, we really wanted to mix it up. We wanted to do a tier list that no one's ever done. No one's ever thought to do, ever. So we're going to do a tier list on fast food restaurants.
Yeah, no one's ever done that
No
before.
one's ever thought to do it. I came to Brennan and I was like...
Original idea.
It's a very original idea. Also, I'm eating chocolate chips. I know it's not...
I'm eating peanut butter, so...
Yeah. Dude, give me your peanut butter.
This is called college food.
Yeah, exactly.
You're in college.
Pretty much.
My dinner was a package of rice and a bowl of peanut butter.
That's just part of a balanced diet, dude. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, we're doing a fast food tier list. We've done one of these before, not on a YouTube channel, but just for fun. And I actually wanted to do this because I felt like our opinions on certain fast food places were probably going to be different, or may have differed within the last 2 years. So,
is that really 2 years ago?
2 years ago was when the tier lists really started becoming popular. Because of iDubbbz, or at least as far as I can tell, that's where it kind of originated from. And he actually did a fast food tier list. That was the first one he ever did. Ever since then, people have done a lot more. But we're gonna do the original one. Hopefully, maybe we can do this more often with other topics. But fast food, I think, is a good place to start. So let's get started. No more dawdling. I'm gonna share my screen so you can see the fast food tier list that I got here. This is just a random template on tiermaker.com. I have a pretty good assortment of places. So we'll just go in order, I guess. Okay.
In order.
So, Arby's. First of all, Arby's. Arby's is a controversial one.
Arby's is a very controversial one. When we originally did this list, was it our senior or junior year that we were? It was
the end of our junior year.
Okay, so the end of our junior year, we did a tier list when there was this one teacher, as you've probably seen from it if you've seen Antonio's Instagram or even a couple of YouTube videos, that was the coolest teacher ever, and we would just hang out in his classroom whenever we didn't have class.
Yeah.
We made a tier list in his class, and it was on fast food.
We wrote it on his whiteboard. Yeah.
And we did Arby's, and the only ones who would fight for Arby's was me and Donovan.
Yeah. Everyone else was Arby's F tier. And I'm not saying that's where I'm going to put it, but if you asked me 2 years ago, I probably would have said Arby's is F tier.
You did.
I did.
I remember.
Here's the thing, though. I have since tried Arby's a couple times since then, and I have to say I think I judged it a little too harshly. I am willing to put Arby's in D tier. Because
part of me wants to say C tier, but I also know just how much the way they are. So I would actually be okay, I guess, if we left it in D tier.
Okay, well here's the thing. Okay, I'm gonna stop eating chocolate chips because it's very distracting. But here's the thing. Me and Brennan are obviously we're making these tier lists together, or this tier list together, and me and Brennan are obviously not always going to agree with the placement of certain things. So we're going to try to find a common ground between them. So if I think something is A tier, Brennan thinks something is C tier, we're going to put it in B tier. Kind of like that sort of thing. We kind of negotiate with each other, right?
Yeah.
So in terms of Arby's, here's the thing. I think their food is decent. I think they have good fries. They have good shakes. But when you're putting them against other fast food places, you kind of have to take those certain things with a grain of salt. You kind of have to, at least this is how I think about it. You kind of have to think, what does that fast food place do differently from other places that they either exceed in or don't exceed in, or
And the other
fall flat?
thing, the other reason for me that Arby's is I personally, the reason I'm okay with sticking with D is because if Arby's was having a good day, I would say C or B. But Arby's is also known for not having good days, where their food does not taste good. I really like their Reuben sandwich, and I've had days where I've got the Reuben and it was amazing. I've got other days when the bread was all soggy and they didn't like put the meat on there the right way, and it was only in like the middle of the sandwich. So that's why I'm gonna honestly, I think it's not worth F tier, but with you putting a D tier, I think that's a good spot for me.
Well, I'm willing to go either. Yeah, because that's the thing. I had their food and I thought it was pretty good, but my stomach did not really agree with that verdict. So I am willing to put it in either C or D. So I'm willing to let you choose if you would rather have put it in C or D, and I'll put it
just with everything else here. As much as I love Arby's and feel like it should be in C tier, just with how much they're kind of like a Russian roulette. You never know when it's gonna fire. I'm gonna say let's just leave it in D tier.
Okay, so yeah,
I love Arby's, but I'm not gonna pretend that they have their off days. So
if Arby's was like your only option to go to, it wouldn't be bad. But against all of these other options, it doesn't add up. It doesn't.
Oh yeah,
it falls flat. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure.
Speaking of restaurants that fall flat, Burger King.
Yeah.
So Burger King is an interesting one for me because I don't actually dislike Burger King, but I know a lot of people do.
I don't dislike it either. They have a good burger every now and then.
I don't think, and the thing is, I remember they had like this really good deal on chicken nuggets at one point. It was like a 10 piece for like $1 or something. It was something absurd. It was something ridiculous. Like something really good.
It was 10 piece for $1. I remember this because me and Anthony were hanging out that day, and we went to Burger King. We bought 100 chicken nuggets for $10.
Did you actually?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. Yeah. So that proves my point. And I thought they had pretty good chicken nuggets, and they have the sauce to back it up. Maybe they were a little dry, but like
some of their burgers are hit and go, but usually the good old plain Whopper is usually pretty good.
It's not, it's pretty good. It's not bad, but I think overall,
I think C.
Yeah, I'm thinking either C or D for this one too, and I'm leaning, honestly, I'm leaning more towards D, but I think I'm gonna go with C because I have a specific things from Burger King that that's the only thing
that's putting it in C for me is just the specific things. If it wasn't like because like only reason I go there is I love their Whoppers and I love their chicken nuggets, and they have really good jalapeno bites, like cheddar jalapeno bites.
Have you ever tried the mac and Cheetos?
Yes, I have.
Those are pretty good
too. But if it wasn't for those that stick out to me, I probably would have also done D tier.
So Burger King is where we're gonna agree on to put that.
Yeah.
Okay. Little Caesars. I want to hear your opinion on this one first.
Little Caesars for me. So I actually love Little Caesars. It's like one of my top 5 favorite pizza places.
Really?
So, but I also know that people would hate me for that. So I think a good even spot for me to put it would be B.
Yeah,
just because it's good. It's good cheap pizza. You gotta remember,
that's true.
It's cheap. That's the reason that some people don't like it. It's cheap, but it's good for cheap.
It is, and that is an important factor when you're deciding these places. Is price is a really important thing to keep in mind, because like I'd like to think that we're evaluating all these places not just by like taste and quality of food, but also by like the overall experience of going to this specific place. And that's the main drive of Little Caesars. I don't think of Little Caesars, when I think of Little Caesars, I don't think of like top quality pizza, like the best pizza ever. I think of cheap pizza that you get quickly. And I can always rely on.
I think of our good old days, Antonio, of you and me meeting up to record at 12 o'clock, getting Little Caesars and chilling. Like that's like if you want a good, quick, or like, especially now, like I said, I'm in college and I'm leaving class late. What if I want pizza, what's going to be open at 9 o'clock at night? Little Caesars, dude. They're gonna be there. I can call ahead and be like, "Hey, yo, I want a pizza," and they're like, "Yeah, ready in 10 minutes." You show up,
Exactly.
boom, $6. It's $6 now, but still, it's still really good for cheap
It's
pizza.
still good, yeah.
Like,
I'm a little bummed that they went up $1, but it's not that big of a selling point.
It's not like some places that are going up major amounts.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh, we're gonna get to certain places here in a second that fall into that category. So I'm willing to put Little Caesars in B tier.
All right, yeah, B tier for sure. All right.
Okay.
Carl's Jr.
So what are you thinking about Carl's Jr.?
Carl's Jr. is like almost on the same level as Burger King for me. Just because like everything there to me is kind of the same, but there's just like those few things that kind of stick out, and make it like the only like there's a burger there that my grandpa used to give me all the time. It's called the Big Carl.
Oh,
and like it's the only reason I still go to Carl's Jr. Really, if I go there, it's because I'm getting that burger.
It's like a big middle finger to the Big Mac. Right.
That is true. My mom was like, they have jalapeno poppers that you can eat on the go.
Yeah, exactly. That's true. Yeah.
So I would honestly be okay with like C tier, just because it's pretty average. Like I said, there's just like the only reason I still go there is because there's those few things that really stick out to me.
I agree. I think that Carl's Jr. does have those certain things that make it stand out. Like they have the jalapeno bites. They have like the onion rings that I think are pretty good. I don't know if you've had the onion rings. I think their onion rings are pretty good.
The onion rings are pretty good.
They have the Big Carl. They have I like the California Classic Burger. I remember a lot of times when we were going to our old high school, they would always come in clutch with those really cheap box meals.
Yeah, dude.
That you could go in there and just run in and just get.
You know what? Hold on, wait. I feel like we should put Carl's in B tier just from personal experience, because I think we should remember the fact that the Carl's Jr., at least for our Carl's Jr., we had student discount there, remember?
We did. Yeah.
Yeah. They gave us student discount if we showed our ID.
Wait, did they? I don't think I ever did that.
Really? Yeah, you didn't know that? We had like small discounts we could get if you showed our ID, and we can get like drinks for $1.
What? I didn't know that. Well, damn.
It literally said like high school students show ID and you can get drinks for like $1, or like I think
how am I just now hearing about this?
I don't know. They probably don't do it anymore.
Probably not, because like the school's probably closed down anyway. Anyway, I am actually also willing to put Carl's Jr. in B. The one thing that I think is holding Carl's Jr. back is their prices.
Yes. Other than a few of their items and their like deals, their prices are pretty.
Their prices are pretty spendy for what you're getting. You know what I mean? Yeah. But like their food is pretty good. I think that I like their food, so I'm willing to put it in B tier. It'd probably be higher if their prices were lower.
Yeah.
Now, Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A is an interesting case because there's a lot of history behind Chick-fil-A. And
I've never eaten at Chick-fil-A because I don't like the owners.
Yeah, and that's that's a factor that it's very controversial. We don't need to go too deep into it, but
no, we're not going to go into it. But
those of you that know the history behind Chick-fil-A know that it's a little dicey. But you said you've never had their food.
No, I've never had Chick-fil-A.
Okay,
I've never even had, but even before I knew what the owners did, I just never had the chance to eat it. So I've I never had the chance to eat it, and then even like what I know now, I've still just never had the chance to eat it.
Right.
Like I've never even I've never seen it and been like, oh look, there's Chick-fil-A, but I'm not going to go there because I don't like the owners. Like I've just never had the chance, to even ever try it. So I have no idea.
And I'm not going to claim that I know the full story behind it, but as far as I know, they're under new management. So I don't think like they have their history, but I don't think as of now it's the same situation that it always was. That's what I know.
Not sure about that.
And you're not sure about it?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not saying you're not wrong. I'm saying I haven't like read anything or looked up anything recently, so I'm not sure. Right.
Well, so I don't like I said I don't know either. But what I know about their food is that I think their food is pretty good. And I like Chick-fil-A.
As much as I hate to admit it, and even though I've never had it, I've heard nothing but good things about their chicken nuggets and their sandwiches.
About their food. If we're only talking about their food is very good.
We're only talking about their food. I've heard really good things about it, especially their chicken nuggets and their sandwiches.
And Chick-fil-A, regardless of their history, they have like a huge amount of people that go there. You go to any Chick-fil-A location, it's going to be packed.
Oh yeah,
all day,
except for Sundays.
except for Sundays. Very true. Yeah, but I used to think Chick-fil-A was like the top tier. Like I probably would have put it in S tier, but I've had it recently. It was good, but another factor of it is it's not like that. I do think like we should take into consideration when we're ranking these is how like reliable it is, I guess. And the thing about Chick-fil-A and certain other places here is that, at least for us, well, you can't really say like this that this goes in this is the same way for everybody, but at least for us, we have to go extremely out of our way in order to get Chick-fil-A. And that kind of puts it a little lower for me. And, we're not claiming that this is the definite tier list that everyone's going to agree with. Obviously, there's going to be people that disagree.
This is our tier list. This is what we
our tier
think.
List. So
opinions, people get over it.
Exactly. I personally think that Chick-fil-A is B tier for those reasons.
I will take that. I will definitely take that.
I think there's definitely I feel like there's definitely people that would say, how can you not put it in either A or S? But
because we don't eat it that much.
We don't eat it that much. Exactly.
Antonio's only had it a few times. I've never had it at all. So like, I'm putting it somewhere. I'm putting it next to places like Carl's Jr. and Little Caesars I eat all the time, just because I've heard other good things about it.
Exactly.
So,
okay. Next place, Chipotle. I want to hear your opinions on Chipotle because I have my opinions, but I want to hear yours.
I honestly love Chipotle.
Me too.
especially because it's easier to get it now because I use like the delivery apps, and I love their like big burritos.
They have
that you
really
can get,
burritos.
And so to me, it's like really good.
I like Chipotle.
for depending on how much I like it. For me, it would either be at least a B tier, at most an A tier for me.
Honestly, I'm torn because I think it's also in this. I think B tier is getting really crowded, but at the same time, I can't confidently put it in A tier because I'm looking at certain other places that are on this list, and I'm like, that's A tier, but I don't personally think. I think Chipotle is more towards the B tier, and the reason why. Because I think they have really good food. I really love their burritos. I just think their prices keep going up, and I don't.
That is true, and they're also really shitty about handing out. If you order like a side of chips to go with your food, they're getting like really bad about actually like giving you a full bag of chips.
Yeah.
So really know what? Honestly, I think I agree with you on that.
That's what holds them back. So yeah. I'm gonna put Chipotle in B tier. I love you, Chipotle, but
no, we love you, but you come on.
You gotta get your shit together.
Yeah, get your shit together.
Okay, Domino's is another one. Do you mind if I give my spiel on
Yes,
Domino's?
You go first.
Okay, so I used to really hate Domino's because back when I was in marching band and we would play at football games, we would always get Domino's pizza for the whole band. And it was like every week. Well, not anytime there was a football game that we'd have to play at Domino's. If there was a sometimes when we would have a competition, Domino's. Any like a lot of those big events, we would just get Domino's pizza and always be regular pepperoni or cheese. It would never differentiate from that. So for a long time, that was my whole impression of Domino's. So I was really against them. Since then, I've formed more of an appreciation for Domino's. Because I've tried like their different variations of pizza. I've tried their pineapple. I've had it with like ranch, and that's really good. I really like that. But again, I'm gonna say this again. The thing that holds them back is their prices. And maybe you call me a cheapskate.
If you don't use their coupons that they have, their prices are crazy.
Well, I don't know if I always I don't think I usually use their coupons because I don't know if I really get them.
Because you can get like a medium 2-topping pizza for like $6.
That's
a good deal. But if you get like your own kind of pizza, like the pizza my mom likes to get, it comes out to like $18.
That's crazy for one pizza.
Yeah, and it's like on like flatbread cut crust with like spinach, mushroom, sausage, and like stuff on it. It comes with like 18.40.
That's crazy.
So if you don't use their coupons, their shit's like crazy.
Exactly. And I don't think you should have to rely on coupons to have a good experience at a place.
Yeah. And I love Domino's too, but I can totally agree on that.
So that's the thing that tears me because I personally think they're like a C tier place.
C tier, dude. C tier works for me. That honestly,
you know, I'm surprised by how much we're agreeing with places. I mean, like I'm happy.
I'm just honestly rolling with you too because I'm glad we're agreeing on a lot of things. I'm just happy that you've grown up and at least moved Arby's out of F tier. So I'm chill, man. I'm just chilling.
Brennan's like, I'll just agree. Like I'm like, Dairy Queen is F tier. Brennan's like, yeah, sure.
Okay, wait a minute.
Oh, good. Okay, next place.
Dairy Queen.
Dairy Queen.
I freaking love Dairy Queen.
I like their ice cream.
I love their ice cream. And I love their chicken strips.
I've never had their chicken strips, honestly.
Oh, their chicken strips are really good. They got really good chicken strips with gravy.
With gravy?
Yeah.
That sounds pretty good. Ever since I was a kid, I've always loved Dairy Queen for their ice cream, for their blizzards. I think a lot of people could say that.
I go there just for ice cream sometimes.
I think a lot of people do, but that's the thing is like that's like half their menu. I'd say is like sweets, which is it's really good, but like their actual food, I've never had their chicken strips. I think their fries are pretty good. They're not the best, but they're not too bad. Their burgers, I can't really get down with their burgers though. What do you think?
Yeah, their burgers are kind of,
like you don't go to Dairy Queen for a burger. You go to Dairy Queen for the ice cream. You get a burger, on the side because you're hungry.
Yeah,
but like that's how I feel about them. Do you what do you think?
Yeah, no, I agree. I feel like if we were talking about just food from Dairy Queen, it would be D tier, but I'm gonna say C tier just because of their ice cream.
Honestly, because of their ice cream is really good. I'm willing to put them in either B or C. But
you know what? They have cotton candy blizzards, so if you want to, I'll be good with B.
They do. Yeah. Cotton candy blizzards are fire, dude.
For people who don't know, I worked in a cotton candy booth for like almost 7 years.
Oh, really?
So so I'm a sucker for anything.
7 years? Really?
At the Scanny Fest. I've been working since I was like really, really young.
What?
Like I wasn't even supposed to be working yet, but they kind of stuck me in. And then I was working there. And then I was working there until we had to sell it.
Damn. How old were you?
I was young. I remember I wasn't even supposed to be there yet. But I was big. I looked big enough to be there.
Gotcha. So okay, well, I do agree. I think their cotton candy blizzards are fire. So I'm gonna put them in B tier.
Yeah, let's do B.
Damn, I feel like B tier is really getting crowded. We might have
just
to
because it's like all the all the basic bitches. That's what B stands for. Basic bitch, like
True.
All right, Five Guys.
Five Guys.
S tier.
I love Five Guys. I'm gonna be.
I love Five Guys. I love Five Guys.
Honestly, like every time I go to Five Guys, I always have like a good experience.
I do too, and dude, their freaking Cajun fries are to die for, and they got bomb shakes, and their burgers are always good and really warm. I freaking love Five Guys.
I love that you can go into a Five Guys and just you choose every topping you want.
Yeah, you just get what like your burger base, and then you just pick everything else.
It's awesome.
It's amazing.
You can't say that about like any of these other places,
No, I'm totally down for S tier for Five Guys. Like honestly, Five Guys is the place I would go to all the time. Their prices are pretty even. They're pretty even for what you get.
They are, yeah, I'd say so.
Their shakes are really good. The Cajun fries are like what's really putting it in S tier for me.
When you and the thing about their fries is that dude, you order like
you get so
many fries. It's nuts. I'm putting Five Guys in S tier. That's like
S tier.
That's one of my favorite places of all time.
S tier for sure.
Now,
In-N-Out. I feel like it's overrated.
Yes, I think. Okay, I love In-N-Out. I have nostalgia for In-N-Out because I used to go there when I was little with my dad. And I used to love their food, but I would only have it like I wouldn't have it super often. I would only have it like maybe like once or twice a year, which is probably more often than some people. Um, but I do think that they're overrated, though. I think that it's a lot of hype because they're so sparse in their locations.
Yeah.
And it's the same kind of case with Chick-fil-A. Like, you go to an In-N-Out, it's like packed. The line is like so long.
Yeah.
And I think it's their brand. I don't think it's the food. I think it's just they're just known for like just kind of like their brand, and they're really well recognized and really well liked as a brand. But I
Yeah.
think their food is you know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
good, but it's not that good. You know what I mean?
Like if I was to drive past, I'd be like, "Oh, look, cool, an In-N-Out. Oh, there's like only like maybe a 10-minute wait. Yeah, let's do it."
Yeah,
But like, there's
exactly.
people who go there and be like, "Oh, let's get In-N-Out," but it's like there's like an hour-long wait. So what? It's In-N-Out. It's like that's not like, dude, that's crazy. Like
Exactly.
that's
That's
not.
insane. Like that's I can't justify that, but like I do really like their shakes. I have to say, if you haven't
Their
had one,
steaks are good.
their shakes are
Their
really
steaks
good,
are good.
and they're well priced. I think. Like
Yeah, they're pretty well priced.
you're not really gonna spend that much if you go to an In-N-Out, and you're gonna get like a good amount of food. So
Yeah.
they have a lot of advantages and disadvantages. You know what I mean? Well,
Yeah.
yeah, like they have good like it's good shakes, good branding, but I wouldn't like I just can't say that I would wait that long for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's hard for me. I don't know. Like
I'd
I
say I'd say C tier. They're kind of on the same level with me with Burger King, honestly.
yeah,
Like they're good food, but like it's just like super overhyped,
that
you
feels
know?
like a crime though to put In-N-Out in C tier. Like I don't know if it's just like the hype and it just is getting to my head, but I just
I
don't.
would I would at most put it in B tier if we really wanted to. Like it's another pretty basic, like standalone good food,
I think if
Like
we
like we're
put
not saying it's bad food. We're just saying
Mhm.
like yeah, this is good food, but like holy shit, I'm not gonna wait an hour or drive, you
Mhm.
know, 100 miles to go get it. If I
Exactly.
was in the area and there was like not that many people there, I'd be like, hell yeah, dude, let's get in now. But I'm not gonna be like wake up one morning and be like, let's drive 100 miles in and out.
Yeah.
Okay, gets there, hour-long line. This is fine.
Yeah.
Like it's like I'm not gonna do that.
If we put In-N-Out in B tier, I think we should move certain things that are in B tier to different tiers. You know what I mean? Later, not necessarily
Yeah.
right now.
We'll take like one last look over as when we put everything on there.
Yeah, I'm gonna
So
put In-N-Out.
for now, let's just put it in B tier.
I'll put it in B tier. Okay, Jack in the Box. Okay, I know what I think about Jack in the Box. You want to go first?
No, you go first. I want to hear those because
Okay.
I'm kind of iffy about Jack in the
All
Box.
right. Fuck Jack in the Box. I hate Jack
You
in
don't
the
like
Box.
Jack in the
I
Box?
don't like Jack in the Box. I went there like probably like two was it like a year ago? It was before the pandemic, but it was like maybe like right before the pandemic. I went there with some friends. I had the worst experience ever. I tried one of their tacos because everyone likes their tacos. I hated it. The food wasn't good. It was like cold. Their drinks weren't even good. Like the drink I had there wasn't good. I had it was like the worst experience ever, and then it sucked because my friend, well, you know him, Andrew, he went to this other place that was right over. That was like this local, uh, um, Japanese restaurant, and he got food and it looked so good, and I was just like, why couldn't I have gotten that instead? So ever since I've had that experience, Jack in the Box is probably F or D tier for me.
Okay, so here's the
So
thing. Ready?
go
I'm
for it. Yeah.
ready.
hmm
So Jack in the Box is another total hit and miss place for me. So I'm not gonna
Okay.
lie. I'm totally one of those people. I love their tacos.
Okay.
I do like the tacos.
That's fine.
But when it comes to the rest of their food, they're terrible at getting shit right.
hmm
They like we all like my like me and my mom don't like tomatoes, and they always forget that, and they leave tomatoes on.
That's always great.
I've gone there one time and got a burger that was amazing. Went there one time and the burger was so greasy and so floppy I couldn't even hold it.
Damn.
You know,
Yeah.
so as even though I love their tacos and sometimes there's really good food there, I want to put Jack in the F tier.
Yeah. I'm willing to
Just
put Jack
because,
in the
like,
Box in F tier.
I never know what there's gonna get from there, and the only saving grace for me from Jack in the Box is tacos, which is still even not that good. I just
That's
like them because they're kind of
one item on their menu.
good. Yeah.
Like I just can't. Yeah, I can't get down with that. Yeah, I will say this. First of all, I don't like. You said you had like a really floppy burger from there. It's because they coat all of their shit in butter. Like that's like their thing.
Yeah.
And
And
I
like
just
it was so greasy and so floppy I couldn't even hold it. And
it's
I was
oh
like,
god,
dude, like seriously, like a burger, come on.
it's gross thinking about it, dude. Okay, I used to really like their chicken sandwiches. Um, like I always used to get those because they're on the value menu. But even then, those aren't like I haven't had one of those in so long, and feel like you can get a good chicken sandwich from so many other places. You know what I mean?
Speaking of chicken,
Speaking of chicken, so yeah, we're gonna cement Jack in the Box in F tier. Speaking of
mhm.
chicken, KFC.
So I don't know about you. I honestly fucking love KFC.
I do like KFC. KFC is a guilty
Uh,
pleasure of mine.
they have a chicken sandwich now that's bomb.
Hmm.
And they have these little chicken sandwiches where for like a kind of like off the kids menu. And they're
Hmm.
called Chicken Littles,
Yeah, I've had
and they're
those.
literally just like a chicken strip, pickle, and mayonnaise and shit.
Yeah,
Right?
hmm,
Those are bomb. Those are amazing.
I like those. Yeah,
Um, they're boneless chicken, and I even their bone chicken. I'm not the biggest on the bone picker, but if
me
I was to
neither.
eat it, KFC is pretty good.
It's good. Like I like KFC. I like their like their chicken is good with the flavor of the skin and like
Yeah,
the fried chicken skin. It's so
I
good.
I love their mashed potatoes, and
Their
it's
mashed
ready.
potatoes are
Controversial
good.
thing. I
Uh-huh.
love their mac and cheese.
Their mac and cheese. I like their mac and cheese. I like their
So many people
biscuits.
don't like their mac and cheese, but I love their.
Dude,
My mom hates it.
that's dude, I don't I have nothing like I honestly can't think of much to say about KFC that I don't like. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like with all these other places I can like, well, this is good, but like it has this flaw. With KFC, I can't think of anything. I mean, like I'm not saying they're an S tier place.
No, I would say A tier.
I think A
Honestly,
tier honestly, like I'm willing to go A tier. I don't know if that's a
I am too.
controversial pick or not, but I think
I like their chicken. I think it's good chicken.
yeah.
And like the only thing that's maybe keeping it S tier off me is that since they're just chicken, they're pretty basic.
Hmm.
You know,
That's true. But that's you can say that about Chick-fil-A too.
some of their big meals are pretty pricey.
Yeah, that's true.
But other than that, they're really good. So I'm honestly okay with putting KFC in the
I
S.
don't
I'm
think
okay with putting the Colonel in A tier.
yeah, sure. I'm okay with putting the Colonel in A tier. I don't think I can't really ever recall like a bad experience I had getting KFC. That's the thing. So yeah, I'm not saying, but like I said, I don't think that they're S tier. I just think they're really good. I'm willing to put them in A tier. I feel like that's going to be like one of the more controversial picks because I feel like a lot of people don't like KFC. But you know what? Screw those people. So
We're
okay,
gonna get so much hate for Chick-fil-A and B and KFC and A.
yeah, but you know what? Whatever. No one's going to
Our
agree.
opinion, people.
Yeah,
Our opinion.
no one's going to agree on everything. Okay, so
Mhm.
McDonald's. McDonald's is like the penultimate fast food place. So
I had McDonald's for lunch today.
there you go. Yeah,
I had the chicken nuggets, my guy. That's what you do when you go to McDonald's. You get them chicken nuggies.
they have good. I like their chicken nuggets. This is the thing about McDonald's. I can rely on them. I can rely on them
Hmm.
for their chicken nuggets, for their burgers, for the McChicken, for the
They're always
fries.
fast.
They're always fast. They
If you want
usually
if you want a large drink, boom,
it's
always a
boom,
dollar.
$1. It's never gone up. I love that. You know they have their McDonald's Sprite. That's like a thing. That's a
Dude,
classic thing.
they brought back the high C orange, dude.
Did they?
Like,
Dude,
yeah,
okay.
they brought it back. I had it
That's it.
today.
No way. Dude, that's like
Yeah,
my childhood right there. Okay.
yeah, they brought it back, dude. It's so good.
That's great. Okay. I honestly am willing to put McDonald's in A tier.
Yes, definitely A tier.
I don't think they're S tier, but I really like
No,
them. So I'm willing to put them in A tier.
yeah, no, A tier for sure. And like, there is some people who might like fight for S tier. And the only thing I respond this back to say with that is, I used to be able to buy 10 McChickens for $10.
That's
Now
true.
I can only buy like
You
5
can buy like
because
four.
they're like two.
Yeah.
They're like, what is it now? It's like
It's like
there's like
it's
a deal for like 2 for 4, or there's like the
yeah. It's like
or like
2 for
if you
3.
or like any of the Postmates or like delivery services, it's like $2.60 for a McChicken.
Yeah, that's I can't
And so
that's like the thing that holds McDonald's back for me. Like they're really good, but their prices have gone up and I hate
mhm.
I hate the fact that I remember getting McChickens for $1.
Did you
But
ever?
they're not
Were
like
you
that
at
here.
school? Were you at school the day that I was the McChicken dealer? I don't think you were.
No, I don't think I. Well, I
I
don't
went to
think.
McDonald's and I bought 20 McChickens and I
Oh my
was just
god,
handing them out to people at school.
that's okay. That's kind of. Did people take? People took them, huh?
Oh hell yeah! Of course they did, dude.
Dude, that's like okay. You're lucky you have a good reputation because if you did, or if people didn't know who you were, like
Oh yeah,
I'd be
that would just
concerned.
be suspicious as hell. I got
Anyway,
rid of a lot of them in my math class.
nice. Okay, so McDonald's is A tier. Panda Express. What are we thinking about Panda Express?
Um, if I'm going to be perfectly honest,
Mm-hmm.
for me, Panda Express, I want to put it in D tier with Arby's because they have good shit there, but half the time you go there, their food is either cold or they're out of it. Like they never have the
Really?
food there. And the only saving grace for me is their orange chicken.
Damn. Okay, I think this is gonna be the first pick that we disagree on because I really
Whereas
like Panda Express.
I really like it. They're always been a hit and miss for me.
I see. I haven't really had that experience, and I've gone to Panda
Oh
Express a good
man.
amount. I think you
Oh man.
probably
Maybe
are.
I'm just unlucky, dude.
I think
I
you
don't know.
are. I think
Where
with
would you
Panda
put it?
Express,
Where would you put it?
I can't. I'm not saying I would put it in like S tier or even like B tier. I don't think I would put it in. Well, maybe. I think I'm around like the B or C range for Panda Express because there's orange chicken is amazing. That's like the best
Yes,
thing.
their orange chicken is. That's the only reason I go to Panda Express is because I want their orange chicken.
Yeah, every time I go there, I always get the orange chicken. Their other food, but like honestly, their other options are just okay.
Their rice is really good.
Their rice is good. I like their chow mein too. I don't know how you feel
Their
about their
chow
chow
mein is
mein.
good.
Their chow mein is good, but like that's the thing is like if they didn't have the orange chicken, I probably would never really go there. You know?
I'm gonna agree with you on C tier because they
Hmm.
remind me a lot of Burger King. How the only reason I go there is because there's few specific things that I want.
Hmm.
So
And
I would agree on C actually.
and another thing about Panda Express that holds them back for me is that they are a little spendy. Like I don't go there for like a cheap
They
meal.
can
You
yeah
know? Like sometimes like
yeah
I'll go there, I'll spend the money thinking I'm gonna get like a good amount of food and it's not as much as I would
no
hope. You know what I mean? So
yeah
honestly, I'm willing I think Panda Express is C tier for me. It's good though. Like I do like their orange chicken is really good. And I do think that that's another controversial opinion I feel like, but also I think we've been recording for a really long time. I think this might be like the longest episode of Chit Chat.
I don't care. I'm gonna watch this whole one. This one's
That's
gonna
okay.
be anyway.
Yeah. No, that's okay. This will be the longest one. We got to keep going until we finish.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we have 8 left. I don't think we should like go fast, dude. I think we should like, give a good amount of time to each place. So Papa John's. Although I just said that, I don't have much of an opinion on Papa John's. I'm going to be
I
honest.
fucking hate Papa John's.
Do you hate Papa John's?
Their food is shit, and their owner killed a lion for no reason.
Okay, F tier. That's
Well, okay,
fine.
like seriously, like so, like okay, so like this isn't like political anything. So like honestly, I just don't like the food.
Uh-huh.
I've just never really liked Papa John's.
Yeah.
The owner's a dick,
Uh-huh.
and
I know I've heard that the
he
owner.
killed a lion that was supposed to be on protected land, and got away with it.
Why? See,
I
I
don't know.
don't keep up with the news about that. Like I
Well,
know he's a jerk.
this was a long time ago. But so
You
I
don't
just
have to
don't
tell
like
the
Papa
whole
John's.
story, but just like summarize it.
Yeah, it's just pretty much like I said. Like he was caught hunting and he killed a lion that was supposed to be on protective land.
It's so
So like the
sad.
lion was supposed to be protected,
Wow.
and he got like in trouble for it, but like nothing bad, like nothing like seriously bad. You know, like there's like poachers will get put in jail, and he never got. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so and I just honestly don't like their food. I've just never enjoyed their pizza.
So are you
As-
thinking?
as-
Are you thinking F tier? You think?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
okay with F tier if you are.
I'm okay with F tier, honestly.
I've never had, and if people want to fight me about it, go for it. I'm just sorry, I just don't like Papa John's,
Mhm.
and their owner's a dick.
Yeah. All right.
So
Papa John's F tier. I'm good with that. I have no opinion. Okay. Pizza Hut. So
I have
Hut-
an experience with Pizza Hut.
okay, you want to tell your experience with Pizza Hut?
Yeah,
for
so
it.
I used to love Pizza Hut, and I still don't mind it,
Mhm.
but Pizza Hut's kind of become kind of to me, kind of like with you and the band thing, you know.
Mhm.
And that's not because I ate Pizza Hut a lot. It's just I went on this retreat I was kind of like a retreat. I went on a field trip back at
Okay.
Shasta.
Yeah.
Um,
Our old middle school.
Yeah, and we went there, and they brought lunch, and they brought just a shitload of pepperoni and cheese pizza from Pizza Hut.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know what happened. I don't know if they bought that pizza like 5 hours earlier that day and been trying to keep it warm in the microwave or something, but it
Uh-huh.
was just terrible. God, it was terrible.
Oh,
And
jeez.
like so many, like nobody was eating the pizza.
Yeah.
And, like it tasted like cardboard.
Oh.
And like I've had it a couple times since, and it's good, and it was better than what I had back then. But that experience has kind of scarred me,
Hmm.
just because it was so bad.
It's like me with
It
Jack in the
was so
Box.
bad,
Like
yeah.
that one time, it just ruins it,
And it makes me feel bad because I've had it other times since then, and it was pretty good. It's just I just can't forget the cardboard.
Mhm. Once you have an experience like that, it's hard to like. It's hard. It leaves an impression on you. You
But
know.
I don't hate it. I'm not as mad as with like Jack in the Box. So like honestly,
Yeah.
Pizza Hut, I would say at most C tier, at least D tier.
Yeah. I'm honestly like I've had Pizza Hut quite like I used to have it a lot. I don't have it really anymore. But when I did have it, it wasn't bad, but there was always just something about it that just didn't sit well with me. Like figuratively and also
And
literally in my
literally,
stomach. Yeah, exactly. So like I don't know what it was. Like their food wasn't bad. It just wasn't the best. It's like average, you know? Um
yeah,
so like but honestly, I'm more willing to put it in D tier cuz I never have like a desire for it, you know?
yeah. And I hate that. I hate saying this because they're good and they've kind of bounced back,
Mhm.
but I can't get over that experience.
Yeah. And I think that's fair. I'm willing to put it in D tier. Okay, we
Yeah.
got six
Okay.
places left. Practically five because I don't. You want to just get rid of White Castle because I don't know anything about White Castle.
Oh no, I know White Castle.
Do you? Are they good? I don't. I've never had it.
I would say just go ahead and shove them in D tier because the only
Okay.
thing good about them is these really good little sliders they have that kind
Okay.
of remind you of like those like frozen fridge
Oh
sliders.
yeah, I've had those. Yeah.
Yeah, and like how like even though they're really shit, they're really good.
Yeah. Like they're
Like
good
it's
for
like
like frozen food. Yeah.
so like just put them in D. Like I've
Okay.
only had White Castle I think like once, and it was literally just to try those sliders. So like
Okay.
just put them in. Like I don't, but the sliders were pretty good. They're like the irresistible, like
Hmm.
oh my god, little hamburger thing,
Yeah.
So like I don't think it's
Gotcha.
as bad as like Jack in Box, but it's not like nothing special. I've never had it, so D tier
Okay.
works.
Yeah. All right. That's fair for me. Okay. Popeyes. Have you ever had Popeyes?
I have once.
Okay. Same here. I've
And
only ever had it once.
all I'm gonna say is all those memes about the dry ass Popeyes biscuits. I can totally agree with them.
I didn't actually have a biscuit when I went there. I think I had. Actually, no, maybe not.
Oh,
I had
Antonio,
what?
I was looking up. I was looking up to see if I can find information on the Papa John things I was talking about. He
Yeah.
got in trouble again 3 weeks ago because audio was released of him training a new employee, and he called them the N word.
Oh. Okay,
And
so
he's
if
claiming he got set up.
if we can further cement the fact that Papa John's is F tier, that would be
Yeah.
great.
So yeah,
Okay.
we'll just leave him there. So, anyways,
Yeah.
back to Popeyes.
Anyway, back to Popeyes. I like Popeyes. I'm just gonna say it when I like the one time I
I like
went
their
there.
chicken.
I
I
think their
like their
chicken was
chicken.
really good. I think I had fries from there. The fries were good. The sauce was good with the fries and the chicken.
The
Their
sauce was good.
I think
Yes.
their biscuit. I think I remember having their biscuit, and I think I put like butter or honey on it or something. But even then, I don't think it was that good. I think it's like not as good as like a KFC biscuit for me.
Dude, I love KFC biscuits.
Me too. They're so good. So like Popeyes, I'm like kind of leaning to like B or C.
I'd say C.
Yeah, and I've never
It,
and that.
it was good, but we've only ever had the once.
And also
And like,
the one time that I did have Popeyes, I actually had it paid for me because basically I was part of this program at our high school that allowed me to like be like a tutor or like a mentor to certain kids that were like a couple grades below. So you might remember that.
I do.
And we actually got paid for this, and we got to go on this field trip one day. We got to actually like skip school one day and go out to I think it was like it was like northern Oregon. I don't remember exactly where, but we went like on a full day field trip to this one place to like learn more about like how to be a mentor to these kids, and we were able to stop at Popeyes and we got our food completely paid for. like because of the
nice.
budget, and it was awesome. So
That's
I
cool.
don't have any opinion on them based on their prices. So maybe their prices are not that great. Maybe they're pretty good. I don't know.
I don't
So
remember. It was a while ago.
I literally only know them for their food. So that's that. So, but that being said, I think C tier is where I would put them. Um, so yeah, either C or B, but I'm willing to go with C. Okay, Sonic. What do you think about Sonic? I like to hear your opinions.
I honestly like Sonic.
I do too. I think
I've
they're
had
pretty
some
good.
really good experiences there.
Uh huh.
I've had a couple bad, but every fast food place has those moments, you know.
Hmm.
Like even Five Guys, even Lord and Savior Five Guys there. I've had one time where they didn't give us our right fries,
Yeah.
you know. But
Hmm.
still, it's okay, Five Guys. You stay there. You're
It's
good.
okay. Five Guys will be. We can't.
um,
We can't put it anywhere else.
no, it stays there.
Yeah.
But it's like I've had good experiences there. The food's pretty average.
Hmm.
It was the I will always love Sonic for their drive up thing where you can park there and they'll bring your food out
With
to you
the
and shit
roller
like that.
skates, dude. That's
Yeah,
the thing that they got with the style. The style of the
their
presentation.
freaking milkshakes and their slushies and like their stuff
Dude,
like that are the
so good.
bomb.
It's so good. I
It's
love it.
so good. Their food's pretty average.
Their food is.
They have those really good like American, like American cheese craft,
Mhm.
like burgers.
Their food is on par with like Dairy Queen for me, like Dairy Queen's burgers and stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
You know?
yeah. They're like the classic American, hot and cheesy,
Yeah.
pretty basic burgers.
Hmm.
So kind of like with Dairy Queen. Like their food is pretty average, but like their shakes and their
Hmm.
milkshakes and their slushies are kind of putting them back up there. So I would be
Yeah.
okay with Sonic and B tier.
Yeah. Same here. And honestly, the more I think about it, the more I don't feel like we have to alter the placement of like the things in B tier. I think honestly, like they're like everything we put in B tier is actually like on par with each other
Yeah,
already.
it's just
So.
like it's like I said, it's the basic bitches. It's the pretty
Hmm.
standard like hit the line,
Yeah.
you know.
Exactly.
And then C tier is just the like really good, but just a little bit below it. And then D
Yeah.
tier is like, okay, you guys need to pick it up. And then F tier is like, yo, what the fuck?
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. So I think that's a fair placement. Okay, we got three places left, and one of them I'm really excited to get to. But before that, we have Subway. So
Subway, I love Subway.
I like Subway.
My last term in at college, my winter term,
Hmm.
every Wednesday, I would go to my mom's work and catch the bus from there,
Uh-huh.
and I would get Subway for lunch. So I ate
Dude.
Subway every week for a whole term of college, and I honestly loved it. And I still love Subway.
It's okay. Honestly, it's interesting because I've been having a similar experience, not like specifically last term, but actually I think starting last term, because there's a Subway right next to where I work, and sometimes I would like during my lunch, it would be really easy for me to just walk over to Subway and just get a sandwich, um, and so I would get them like about maybe once a week, um, and honestly, like I have no complaint. Like I've tried like very like I used to really only get their meatball sandwich because that was the only one that I want like I felt like getting. You like their meatballs?
Wait, you actually like the meatball?
I like the meatball. What do you have?
Dude, oh my god,
Do you like
you're
the
amazing.
meatball?
Yes, no one
Yes.
likes
Okay.
the meatball,
I
but I
know
love the
everyone hates on
meatball.
the meatball, dude, and it's I like it. I don't know what to say. Like I like their meatball sandwiches. That's
It's
always been
good,
my
dude. It's
classic.
just like, it's just like
It's just good. I don't know what else to say. But I've since tried like I've tried their steak and cheese. I tried what did I try? It was like the Italian BMT. I tried a chicken bacon ranch sandwich. They have good
dude,
food.
that's the sandwich I get.
That's the good. It's good,
My
dude.
go-to sandwich is the chicken bacon ranch
Hmm.
toasted with pepper jack.
You have to
And
go
then
toasted, dude.
you add guacamole
Dude, I added
and
guacamole. It was
the ranch,
bomb, dude.
and of
Yeah.
course like the ranch.
Hmm.
And then add light either buffalo sauce or chipotle, whichever one they have in stock at the moment.
I
It's
always
the
get Chipotle. I like the
bomb.
Chipotle sauce.
It's
It's
the
so good. That's
bomb.
interesting. We have very similar tastes in sandwich. I appreciate that.
And
Yeah,
not to mention their prices are good. Their prices are
the
really
prices are
good.
pretty good for what you
It's
get.
about $9 for a sub, and then like about like so I think it's like 11 for like a meal with the drink and chips.
Yeah.
You know,
How you feel about their
and
cookies?
now I love their cookies.
I like their cookies
I
too.
love their cookies. And dude,
Mhm.
they do freaking burritos now, or like the
Yeah,
wraps.
the
They're not actually
wraps.
burritos,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
like the
yeah.
wraps.
I haven't tried one
And
of
they
those
do
yet, but it seems
pizzas
good.
now for kids.
Really?
You can get a kid
Damn.
pizza. Yeah,
Interesting. Okay.
dude. Honestly, people might hate me for this, but I honestly would be okay with Subway and A tier.
Yeah. I think I'm
because
willing to put Subway
they're
in
kind of like
too.
with KFC with me, dude. They're just like
Dude,
there's nothing really bad there. They have
I
a lot of options, good price.
I think a lot of people are not going to agree with that, but
I don't
I
care. We're college kids. Deal with it, dude.
we can do,
Subway,
you know
eat
what? We can
fresh.
do whatever we want, okay?
Yeah,
So, Subway A tier. I'm all for it.
I'm
Okay.
all for it too.
Here's the next penultimate place. Taco Bell. We've gone
Taco
to it
Bell.
in a video. We've had it so many times before
We've had
filming
it
videos.
so many
We've
times.
had it so many times regardless of whether we're filming a video or not.
Nope, we've literally just hung out before and still went to Taco Bell.
It just got Taco Bell. And I actually, funny story. Wow, if anybody is watching this far into the video, props to you because,
It's probably just me. What's up, me?
yeah. Hey, Brennan. um, but I actually filmed a Taco Bell mukbang, last summer, and I never uploaded it. But
Oh, what?
I just want to cement that, that's how much I love Taco Bell. I was about to commit to a whole video. I didn't actually end up doing it because I didn't think I was very interested in it, but I wanted to do it regardless. I really love Taco Bell. Taco Bell has been a classic for me. It's been reliable for me. I love their Baja Blast. I love their
Baja
burritos.
Blast.
However, I did just think of one thing that I want to bring up about them. They have severely altered their menu since when we used to go there.
Yes.
And I think they took away the main thing I used to get, the Frito burrito.
Yes.
And that honestly sucks, but it doesn't really alter my opinion about it too much.
So where are you saying you want to put it then?
Well, here's the thing. I originally was gonna say I just want to put Taco Bell in S tier. But honestly, the more I think about it, the more I feel like I'm actually more leaning towards A tier. What do you think?
I honestly, as someone who ate Taco Bell 2 days ago,
I had Taco Bell yesterday. Yeah.
Hey, what up?
Yeah.
I honestly this is what sucks for me too because so they just added back the potatoes, which is which was my favorite item on the menu.
Yeah.
So I'm glad those are back, and so that praises them for me a little bit. And as much I really, really, really want to put it in S tier with Mr. King of Five Guys up there. But the only thing that's keeping it down and pushing it into the A tier is the getting rid of the Frito burrito. It pisses me off too. They got rid of the Frito burrito, but then made the beefy burrito, which is literally just all the stuff inside of Frito burrito without the Fritos.
Exactly. Yeah.
And also, they don't have a true value menu anymore, and they keep lying on their commercials. They keep, with all these commercials, being like the $5 craving box or the $1 beefy potato burrito.
Yeah.
You go to any Taco Bell, and it's $6 for a craving box or $1.30 for.
That's another thing. I forgot that they used to have the $5 boxes. Yeah.
They finally have them back now, but of course they're $6 now, but still. So as much as I want to put them in S tier, I think just with all that, they got to go in A tier.
Yeah. I think
it's just if they didn't just do all this stupid shit, like getting rid of some of clearly their best items, and then raising their menu up so much. I swear to God, I'm not choking up because of crying over a fast food joint. I have peanut butter stuck in my throat right now. But if they just didn't do that, God damn it, hold on.
Brennan takes a little break.
So if they didn't do that, I feel like they would have been S tier, but they just pushed themselves down too much.
They did, yeah. They kind of dug themselves into a hole, and it sucks. But I still really love Taco Bell. Taco Bell's
I still love Taco Bell. I go there all the time. Their quesadillas are fire.
Their quesadillas are really good. Yeah. Okay.
My potatoes back.
Yeah. So we've reached the last place, and I honestly don't have that much to say about Wendy's.
Really?
In comparison to Taco Bell. Well, not really, honestly. I mean, I have things to say. I just don't have a lot to say. So if you have stuff you want to say, go for it.
Yeah. I honestly love Wendy's. I was really sad when they all shut down. And then,
what do you mean? Did they shut
you didn't know that?
What do you mean they shut? Wait.
All Wendy's shut down for almost 5 years. And then they brought back one Wendy's that is over on West 11th.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, they shut down across almost all of Oregon except for one location in Portland. And then finally they're like, we're going to try bringing a location back to Eugene. Yeah. And there's one on West 11th. And it is constantly having a line out to the street.
Yeah.
Because it's the only Wendy's.
That's true. I forgot that they got
Yeah,
rid of it for a while. Because
yeah, they were closed down for like
there for so
5 years.
long. It's been there for so
Yeah.
long. It feels like so long. But you're
But
right.
so I honestly love their burgers. It's like taking what Jack in the Box could have been, but making it actual edible food.
Yeah, exactly. That's true. Yeah, it's really good.
Because their burgers are still really juicy and like greasy and like stuff like that, but they actually can hold their fucking shape together
Yeah.
and like are good to eat. And I love their chicken nuggets. And don't even get me started on the Frosties.
The Frosties.
If you go to Wendy's and you don't
God
at least
bless
get
the
at least a small Frosty, you are damaged.
you are severely ruining your life, ruining your experience at Wendy's if you don't do that. I
Yeah.
do really love Wendy's. That's the thing. I said I didn't have much to say about Wendy's. That's the thing. I like Wendy's. Like I don't
like
really
Wendy's.
I don't have like a really compelling story about Wendy's. I don't really have any. I haven't had like that many bad experiences with Wendy's. I just think they're good. Like simply enough, I just think they're good food.
Yeah.
That being said, I don't know whether they're A tier or B tier. I don't think they're S tier personally. I don't know how you feel about that.
I honestly think the only thing here that's S tier is the King. I think
Same here.
he just stays where he is.
I think Five Guys it just reigns supreme.
As much as I love Wendy's.
Yeah.
I just think from how we've talked about it and looking at it truthfully, compared to how much praise we gave KFC, McDonald's, Subway, and Taco Bell, compared to like how Wendy's is, I think they're B tier.
Yeah,
and that's just because their food is pretty average and it's really good. And then their Frosties are there to save them, you know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So honestly, B tier.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's fair. And honestly, I'm completely fine with this ranking. I don't really have anything I want to alter to it.
So in the what the fuck are you doing? We got Jack in the Box. Get your shit together. Papa John's. Stop being a dick.
Yeah.
In the come on, you guys. You guys got potential. You know, step up your game. You know, we got Arby's, Pizza Hut, White Castle.
Mm-hmm.
In the there's a couple good things there. I'd go there again. You know, every now and then. Burger King, Domino's, Panda Express, and Popeyes.
Yep.
They're pretty basic. You know, reliable. You know, good food source. We got Little Caesars, Carl's / Hardee's because they're pretty much the same thing.
Sure, yeah.
Chick-fil-A, which people are probably still going to hate us for, but whatever. I've never had it until I've only had it once.
Mm-hmm.
Chipotle,
I've had it multiple
Dairy
times,
Queen.
But yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever. In-N-Out, Sonic, and Wendy's. In the amazing, great food, great place to go, we got KFC, McDonald's, Subway, and the Bello Taco.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then the King sitting on his throne in S tier. And honestly, I am totally okay with him being the only one there. Still, because of those goddamn Cajun fries, we got Five Guys sitting on top of everyone.
Burgers and fries, dude.
I'm honestly really proud of how this list turned out.
Yeah, same here. I think this is, at least at this moment in time, this is how I feel about these places.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing I would say was the only thing that I would somewhat want to change would be Taco Bell and S tier, but they've just done too much to their name right now for them to be an S tier. So they're gonna chill down there with the golden arches and the Colonel.
Yeah, I think if Taco Bell works hard enough, they can get back up to S tier. Yeah. But right now, this is where I think they belong.
And then the Arby's in D tier. Only reason I'm totally okay with leaving it there is because, like I said, they're hit and miss place. Because if it was a good day that they were having and I got food from there, I'd be like, oh, come on, at least C tier. But you never know. So I'm going to leave it in D tier. You know, that's why I was like, come on, get your shit together. You got potential, you know?
Exactly, yeah.
So honestly, I am very...
I'm proud of us,
Good sir. I am very proud of this.
This is
people who still hate us for Chick-Fil-A, piss off.
Yeah, piss off, dude. Okay. Well, thank you, Brennen, for joining me today and helping me make this tier list.
This is probably one of our longest episodes, but it might be one of my favorites so far.
Yeah, I think that I'm very proud of what we created. And, maybe in like a year, we'll do this again or do a similar thing and see or maybe we'll react and kind of like alter our current list based on how we feel.
Like maybe by then, maybe Taco Bell will fix its name and go back in S tier. Yeah. Five Guys will probably still be right where it is.
Yeah, true. I'm willing to bet that. Yeah.
Maybe Arby's will finally get its shit moving together and at least move up to C tier. Maybe Jack in the Box will get even worse and go down to
We'll
what
have
comes
to
after.
we'll go down to the shadow realm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but thank you guys for watching and joining us today. We make this tier
Whoever
list.
watched
Whoever
this
watched this
long.
far, props to you. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next episode.
It's just gonna be me sitting there eating Taco Bell, watching this.
Yeah. Brennan, wait, bye.